Well, hi, welcome to the next session. So let's spend a minute or two on the bear. Even if we don't do all the animals every time, the bear has sort of become the default, what do Tai Chi players do when they're standing around? And the bear is one of the things that we tend to do. So just do this to help you get back into your body, to find Tai Chi movement, to get yourself connected to ground, connected so that the rear crown of your head is as if suspended from above, the whole body's hanging down, getting relaxed, breathing, making sure that the breath fills the whole body, not just breathing up in the chest. Let the belly expand on the inhale and release on the exhale. And just relax. Let the arms go. Remind them that they don't have to do that much work. All the work is in your waist, dantian, hips. Upper body just comes along for the ride. So nice and comfortable. Easy does it. Breathing, relaxing, and just waking up the body, getting ready to do some Tai Chi. And then what we'll do is 3 forms, as far as you know, which is up to the second brush knee. And by doing 3 of these, that's almost like doing a whole form because you're almost at the end of the first third. So I think that's a nice way to get started. We'll just go through them and then we can get to work. So one more sec of just relaxing, feeling your feet on the ground, and let's do the form. Begin. Okay, rest your legs. So I want to do a couple more. This is the review portion of the lesson. And this next one, we're going to stop at each of the postures, and I'll go over the details of where the final postures are. So let's start up. Feet in a V. Body upright, feeling your feet on the ground. And begin. So hold it here for a moment. Make sure that your feet are where you want them. You can go ahead and replace them, get them so that your toes are in a line. Feet are a comfortable distance apart. And then raise hands. Coming up to about the center of the chest. Hands come back. Wrists relaxing. Elbows slide back. Wrists drop. Fingers point up. Hands come back down. This is the opening posture. Just stand here a moment to feel it and let yourself relax into it. So your knees are unlocked but not deeply bent. Your elbows are slightly bent. The palms are facing both down and back a little bit. Breathing. And we'll move on to the next one. Begin. Sit into the left leg, turn to the right. Shift. Turn to the corner. Take a step. Begin to shift. Complete the posture. Hold it here a moment. If you didn't end up with your feet in a good 70-30, then go ahead and replace your feet so that you have both width and length. You're sitting down in the middle of your stance, more weight in your front leg. Your left arm is about height of the center of the chest, and palm faces the body. Right hand is resting on the head of a small child and standing in front of your right thigh. So as you relax into this one, just keep, same thing, feel open, feel like you're sitting on your legs. Breathe, relax. Notice any tension you might have. If your shoulders are up, see if you can let them go down. Let everything soften. Okay, and we'll move on from here. All the weight goes into your left leg. You turn to the left and to the right. Ball of air in the corner. Take a step to the right and begin to shift. Bring that ball up and bring it in front of you. 70-30. Square to the wall. Hold it there a sec. Fix your feet if you need to. You want length and width. Your right arm, palm is facing the body. Your left arm is holding a ball between your two hands, between your chest and your right hand. Relax. Feel the ground. Soften. Feel both feet on the ground. Next one. Turn. A little more weight in your right leg. Sit into the back corner. Left finger by right elbow. We're going to take a break in a minute, so hang out here. This is the final posture, and it goes from right corner to left corner. All the weight is in your back leg as much as you can. Breathe, relax, and take a break. Shake out your legs. So this little bit of taking postures and standing in them until you relax, this is one of the processes of learning Tai Chi, is that, you want to always do your first form for flow. Just do the form, do it to enjoy it. Don't worry too much about all the little details. Just do your best job and let it feel good. If you've got time to do more, then you might want to stop in some of the postures. So that's what we were doing here, is giving you a little taste of holding the postures. And it's not that you're holding them, because that can induce tension. What you want to do is put your body in the right shape and try to relax into it. So you might hold the posture like this, and when you relax, it becomes more comfortable. It also puts more weight into your legs. So this is also a process of strengthening your legs for Tai Chi. So get used to this, get comfortable with it. If you have access to a mirror or something that can give you a reflection, a monitor or something, when you practice, you could take a look and see, are you actually doing what you think you're doing? But most important is to just give yourself a chance to relax into the posture. It helps teach your body where you are and helps you find tension that you may not be aware of. And then as you stand there for a moment, you realize there's something you can let go. That's the process. It's also kind of like a meditation. So let yourself, when you get to a posture and you want to relax into it a little bit, it doesn't have to be, well, is my hand okay? Once you get all that, get everything where you want it, see if you can soften, see if you can relax. And it may hurt your thighs. It should not hurt your knees. If it's hurting your knees, then it tells you that the structure isn't right. Go back to the bottoms of your feet, get them connected to the ground. But the quads, say, might get a little bit of screaming. That's okay. Welcome to the club. That's one of the things that happens, is that when you strengthen your legs, you notice. So go ahead and accept that, live with it. And you don't have to stay anywhere where it's a struggle, but do give yourself a moment to just breathe into the discomfort before you stand up and take a break. So let's do a few more postures, and then Lee will show you a new one. So we were just at ward off. And roll back. Press. Stay in the back leg. Arm swings, folds, comes back, and the two hands touch gently at the final posture. So the final position for your hands is like that. You want this hand to be straight relative to the bone, and that one comes over it. Your two hands don't interlace with one another. So that's the position for press. You can sit in it for a minute and just relax. Relax your shoulders. Relax your belly. And we'll continue. Sitting into the back leg, hands come apart, palm down. Elbows drop. Come forward. and push. So your feet should still be good because you've just been in the same 70-30. Your feet haven't changed. Your hands don't go too high. They don't go too far out. Let the elbows be hanging. And relax. Soften. Let go of your shoulders. And single whip. Sitting into the back. Arms lay down. Turn. Shift to the right leg. Make a hook. Catch the drips. Turn, extend the hook. Left foot pivots on the ball. Take a step. This is a big step. Make sure you go to the left. And come into your left foot. Turn in, back foot on heel. Left hand turns palm out. Hang out here for a moment. This posture, single whip, we are told, Professor Chung said, this is the most auspicious posture to hold. It is a posture of maximum extension. So go ahead and feel the openness. Breathe. Give it another instant of letting go, relaxing, and we'll take another break. So shake your legs out. When you shake your legs out, go ahead and let the ball of the foot rest on the ground, the one you want to shake out, and just let the whole leg hang. That's the best way and you could even rub your thigh if it's starting to hurt. That's the best way to let the tension and soreness out. And then change to the other leg. Let that one go. And we spend a little bit of time on one leg, and just about the time that you think this leg is burned out and it can't handle it anymore, then we spend a bunch of time on the other leg. So just give it your best shot. Let them go. And let's get back into single whip. We'll continue. Make sure you've got distance in both dimensions. Relax. Left arm comes up, just in front of you. You can swing it a few times to try and alleviate tension in your shoulder. Wrist in front of shoulder, elbow dangles. Then you can get the other one going. And elbow has a bend in it. The wrist is about shoulder height. 4 fingers come together to touch the thumb. And continue all the way into the left. Let go of the hook. Turn to the right. Right foot pivots on the ball. Hugging a big tree. Hugging a small tree. Feel out to your fingertips. Now I won't keep you here long because this is another 100% posture. But this is the final posture. You're not squared out. Your left palm is relating to your right elbow. Your fingers are pointing more or less straight ahead, and you're paying attention straight ahead. Next one. Hands drop, palms facing each other. Right foot comes in and steps back out. Make sure you've got this like an L, not a T. Shift into the 70-30. And this is an awkward one. This one does not have width, just maybe half width at most. But you need length. Feet are at 90 degrees. Right arm is long across your thigh. Left fingers are in by your right elbow. Your dantian will face the corner, not square. So, shouldering. Make sure your body stays upright. And next, all the weight into the right leg. Spread your wings. White crane spreads wings. All the weight is on your right leg. Your feet are at 90 degrees. Your right hand is protecting your right temple. Your left hand is beside your left thigh on the outside. See if you can relax. Dantian is not square to the front. but your attention is. Continue. Right hand drops, waist turns, right arm swings, left arm's like a ward off, front hand drops, rear hand folds, left foot steps, shift, 70-30. Right hand is like a push, left hand is by your left thigh. Make sure you've got width as well as length, both feet on the ground. This is a standard 70-30. Rest your legs again for a minute, and then we'll kind of finish up where you know, and Lee can move you on. So shake out the legs. And let's do just a little bit more. So, from the first brush knee, gather all the weight into your left leg. Right foot comes off the ground, replaces, foot's at an angle. Shift all the weight. This is the stretch the rubber band place, and then release the rubber band. At this point, you're standing, all the weight on your right leg, right palm relates to left elbow. This is play guitar. Both hands are pointing more or less straight ahead, and your dantian still isn't square, even though your feet give you the ability to turn more. Let this have a little bit of an offset. And continue. You can let your left foot down, but keep the weight in the right. Right arm swings up, front arm drops, rear hand folds, left foot steps. No weight always when you step, and then shift. More weight in your front leg, turn in back foot and dantian. Same posture as we were in a moment ago. So relax into it. Let your elbow have a little bend in it. You don't want to be too straight here. And just take a couple of good breaths and we'll take a break. Okay, and rest your legs. So one of the nice things about holding postures is that it helps you, the form, teach you where you need to go. So go ahead and let that help inform your body about what you're actually working on. Here's Lee to give you the next lesson.
Let's show you a new move. You're almost at the end of the first third. There's this move that we're going to work on today, which is fairly complicated. There's another complicated move, and then there's wrapping everything up. So we're really getting here towards the end of this first section of the form. The great thing about the first section of the form is it is a standalone complete form. You can practice just with it. And in fact, we have a number of students who practice just the first third, and I honestly, myself, often practice just the first section. This is a good form that you're about to have. Let me show it to you once, and then I'll teach it to you bit by bit. So after that brush knee, it looks like this. So it's got a bunch of pieces. We're going to teach each of the bits. This move is called step, parry, and punch. We usually just call it the punch. So let's take it from the second brush knee. So you're here in brush knee. First bit, sit back, turn your waist, the front foot on the heel, let your right hand drop so it protects the groin, let your left hand roll so it's open here by your left thigh. Back to brush knee. Sit back, turn the waist, front foot pivots on heel, right hand drops, left hand rolls. And once more. From brush knee, sit back 100%, turn your waist, front foot pivots on heel, right hand drops to protect groin, left palm is open. All your weight's in the back. So take a break for a second. Let me show you the bits. So the important thing with this is that it's all driven by the shifting and the turning. So it looks like a bunch of pieces, and it'll be a bunch of pieces here while you're first learning. But you want to try to have this be one where everything starts together, everything finishes together. So I'm in brush knee. What I do is I sit into the back leg and I turn my waist to the left corner. And as I do that, my left foot pivots on the heel. When I get to the back here, all my weight's in my back foot, nothing's in the front. So I sit back and turn, front foot pivots on the heel. At the same time, the top hand drops and it ends up here, palm facing my body in front of my groin. Not too close, not too far. Either of those doesn't work for actually protecting myself. So I want to be about a hand span away from my body here. And then as I do this, my left palm rotates so that the hand is up and out. So the key thing here is that everything starts together, everything finishes together, versus sitting back, turning, dropping my hands, or dropping the hands, sitting back, turning. Have it all go together. When you're learning to actually turn the waist to drive the motions, the first thing you have to do is get everything coordinated. So you have to just meter it out. You've got this much shifting and turning, and in that time, the hands have to do their business. So you have to match it and keep things coordinated. Then with time, you'll be able to actually cause the motion from turning the waist. This is the driver, is my shifting and turning, and the hands are responding to that. But you can't ever get there if you don't have the timing and the coordination. So since you're learning, don't worry about that. Just file it away, put an asterisk on it, and put it on the shelf. And remember that later you want the waist turning to actually make the hands and feet move. And for now, just get the timing right. So let's do it again from brush knee. So sit back, turn the waist, front hand drops, rear hand full rolls, front foot pivots on the heel, all the weight's in the back. Once more. Sit back 100%, turn your waist, let the hands change. Right palm protects groin, left palm is open to the corner. Now shift all the weight into your front leg. As you do that, squeeze a fist with your right hand. Back to brush knee. Sit back and turn. Shift forward, squeezing a fist in the right. Once more. Brush knee. Sit back and turn. Shift forward, squeeze a fist with your right hand. Take a break. So the fist, in the Tai Chi fist, all of the fingers come together and the thumb lays over this first set of knuckles here. Make really sure that your fist isn't like this with the thumb poking out, because that will hurt if you actually hit something. So let that thumb be down. The fist isn't tight. We're not squeezing it. And there's some arts where they talk about having a loose fist and then when you punch, squeezing. No, we don't do that. Keep it loose all of the time. This section right here is called the tiger's eye or the tiger's mouth, and you want that closed so there isn't a gap there. See, this would be a loose fist that I could look through. It's actually the fingers roll in and touch the palm, and then the thumb comes down and lays over it. And keep it soft. The story is that there's a caterpillar in your hand, and you hold the caterpillar. You don't let it crawl out. If you have an open tiger's eye there, the caterpillar will crawl out and crawl around you. And you don't squish it, because if you squish it, it's gross. You've got a dead caterpillar in your hand. So hold the caterpillar, don't squish it. That's the fist. Beautiful lady's hand means that the line, just like if my hand were open, a line from the middle finger down the forearm, same thing when I make the fist. So the fist isn't one way or the other way. And it's also not one way or the other way. Either of these would actually hurt you if you hit something. So straight line from the knuckles through the arm, no side to side. Brush knee. Sit back 100%, front hand drops, rear hand rolls, front foot pivots. Shift forward, squeezing a fist. Come up on the ball of the rear foot. Again, back to brush knee. Sit back, 100%. Front hand drops. Front foot pivots. Left hand rolls. Shift forward, squeezing a fist. Up on the ball of the rear foot. Now let your rear foot swing in and out. It steps towards the right corner. So again, brush knee. Sit back 100%, rotating. Shift forward, squeezing a fist, ball of the rear foot. Let the rear foot step in and out, lands on the heel, pointed to the right front corner. Once more. Brush knee, sit back, shift, squeeze the fist, rear foot steps, heel first, pointed to the corner. Let me show you. This stepping, it's sometimes called crescent moon step. So the foot swings in and out. So it's making a curve as it does this. So I sit back, I shift forward. See how my rear foot's up on the ball? What I'm going to let happen is that foot swings in and steps over to the corner. Lands on the heel, no weight. Brush knee. Sit back, turn your waist, front foot pivots on heel, front hand drops, left hand rolls, palm is open. Shift forward, squeezing a fist. Let the right foot swing in and out and step. Again. Sit back, turn the waist. Shift forward, squeeze a fist. Rear foot swings in and out. Now shift into the right foot. Let the arms trail behind. My waist is towards the left corner. My hands are here with me. Again, brush knee. Sit back 100%, turn the waist, front foot on heel. Shift forward, squeeze the fist. Rear foot swings in and out. Shift to the right, let the arms trail behind. Waist is to the left. Once more. Go ahead, shift and turn. Shift, squeeze the fist. Rear foot swings. Shift into the right foot. Great. Let me show you details there. So I sit back, I shift, I let my foot swing. No, I'm probably too close to you. I'll do that again. I sit back, I shift forward, I let my foot swing. As I shift into the right, it's like somebody's holding on to my arms and they swing back behind me here. So I'm shifting away from it, the arms come back here. Look where I am. I'm left of center. I'm not square to the camera, and I'm certainly not faced right where my right foot is. So as I do this, and my foot swings in and steps, my arms trail behind, my waist is left of center. And look where the arms are with me. They're not like this. I'm not like a paper cutout of a person, and I'm certainly not trying to reach behind myself. They're comfortable here at my side. So I sit back, I shift, I step, my arms swing. Let's do it. Brush knee, right hand high, left foot forward. Shift and turn, front foot pivots on heel, front hand drops, left hand rolls. Shift forward, squeezing a fist. Right foot takes a crescent moon step. Shift, arms trail behind. All your weight in the right. And now turn from the right corner to the left corner to the right and let the hands and foot move. You step with the left foot. It's going to be for a 70-30, no weight. Again, brush knee. Shift and turn. Shift forward. Half moon step. Shift, arms trail behind. Waist turns from left corner to right. Left foot steps, left hand strikes, right fist is here at your side. I'll show you in a second. Brush knee, shift and turn, shift forward, arms swing, right foot swings in and out, shift, arms trail behind, all your weight's in the right, turn from the left corner to the right corner, hands and foot move. Great. Let me show you. I sit back, I shift, foot steps. I shift. My arms have trailed behind. And now what's going to happen is I'm going to turn my waist from the left corner to the right. And as I do that, my left foot is going to step for a 70-30. So I put it down without any weight in it. I've got width. I didn't step in a line with the heels. I've got width and I've got length. So as I do that, I come forward, I step, I shift, the waist turns, the left foot steps. As the waist turns, my hands are trailed behind, the right fist comes up across my chest and then drops down here at my right side with the knuckles facing front, not the tiger's eye facing front, with the knuckles facing front. So the arm comes up across me and drops down here at my side. And as I do that, the left hand comes across and strikes out. So this is probably a place where it's worth saying Tai Chi's origin is as a martial art, and it is functional that way. You can use it in combative interactions with somebody else. That's not our primary focus. What we were told that Professor Chung Man-cheng, our teacher's teacher, said was, in order to get the benefit, you have to have the function. So the function is the martial artsiness of it, and importantly is about being able to respond to energy coming from somebody else and to be able to put energy out into somebody. Tai Chi is very different from other martial arts. Other martial arts, if somebody comes at you, you hold your ground and you get really strong and solid there. In Tai Chi, if I come at Beth, she doesn't hold her ground, she just gets out of the way and lets me go by. Our teacher, Baton, said the highest level of martial arts is that you're walking down the street, somebody's coming towards you with bad intent, and you cross the street and go past them without interaction. So Tai Chi, in another martial art, Beth might block. I might push at her and she might block and get real strong here. In Tai Chi, if I punch at her, she just goes with me and helps me past. In Tai Chi, it is a martial art. We do eventually, with our students, work on the martial applications. And the main reason we do that is because it's the function that you need to have in order to get the benefit. And the benefit is the health benefits, the feeling of being centered and relaxed and balanced, and this feeling of well-being that gets you through that you get through your body. That's what we care about. But that doesn't come if you don't have the function. So we will sometimes talk about martial applications, but, we're not like trying to train Bruce Lee or anything. We're here, we use the martial applications as a tool to improve our Tai Chi, not using our Tai Chi to get the martial applications. There's other people who have different focuses, and that's great. The diversity of the world is a wonderful thing, and it's great that there's people who have different approaches. But ours is primarily about the benefit, the mindfulness, the awareness, the free moving, the ability to move efficiently and comfortably, and we use the martial in order to inform that, not as our primary goal. So this is a punch. I am going to punch, and I want to be able to actually punch somebody. But I'm really paying attention to the bits. So just to look at that part once more. My arms have trailed behind. My waist is to the left of front, and it's going to go to the right of front. As it does that, my left foot is going to step. My right fist is going to come up across me and drop at my side, and my left hand is going to come up and strike out in front of me. This is a strike to my partner's neck. This is coming here. Beth punches at me. I catch her, deflect her, and strike. So there's the parry and a strike, and then the punch. So let's do it again from brush knee. Right hand high, left foot forward. Sit back, turn the waist, front foot pivots on heel. Shift forward, squeezing a fist. Nice and easy, rear foot swings in and steps out. Shift, arms trail behind. Now make sure you're left of center. Turn from left of center to right of center. Move your foot, strike with the left hand. Let the fist come across you so that the knuckles are facing out, not towards your body. Again, Brush knee. All the weight into the back, turn the waist. Shift forward, squeezing a fist. Half moon step, rear foot swings in and out. Shift, arms trail behind. Turn from the left corner to the right. Hands and foot move, no weight. Once more. Brush knee. Shift and turn, front foot pivots on heel, front hand drops, rear hand rolls. Shift forward, squeezing a fist. Rear foot swings in and out. Shift, arms trail behind. Turn from left to right, right hand comes across the chest, left hand strikes, left foot steps, no weight. And now, nice and easy, shift into your 70-30 as you do that punch right ahead of you with the right fist. Take a break. So, right hand comes across me as I turn my waist, left hand strikes, left foot steps. I shift into a 70-30 and I punch right straight ahead of me. So the fist is going right this way. I'm actually connecting with the knuckles here. I haven't squished the caterpillar, right? I don't want it to be gross. I don't want caterpillar guts all over my hand. The punch is right straight ahead of me. The left palm faces the right forearm, and the left fingers point to the right top corner. So the left hand is 45 degrees every way. It's not vertical, it's not horizontal, it's 45 degrees. It's not faced to the wall, it's not faced right in front, it's faced at 45 degrees. So left hand points to right top corner, the fist is here. The two hands don't cross. If there was a piece of tissue paper attached to my nose and my belly button, extended right out in front of me, my two hands would just touch it rather than breaking through or dropping the tissue paper. Punch right straight ahead, left palm faces right forearm, left fingers point to top corner. 70-30, square to the front. So now you've got it, step, parry, and punch. Let's do it a couple more times, and then we'll do a first third up through there to be our closing. Brush knee. Sit back, turn the waist, front foot pivots on heel, front hand drops, rear hand rolls. Shift forward, squeezing a fist. Half moon step, in and out. Shift, arms trail behind. Turn the waist from left to right, move the hands and foot. And shift and punch. Punches right straight ahead of you. Left palm faces right forearm. Left fingers point right top corner. Two hands just touch the piece of tissue paper. They don't break through it. They don't drop. Again. All the weight into the back. Turn the waist. Shift forward. Let that make the fist. Easy step. Shift. Arms trail behind. Waist turns to move the hands and foot. And punch. Once more. Brush knee. All the weight into the back. Shift forward, squeezing a fist. Let the foot step. Shift your weight. Waist is to the left of center. Turn from left to right. Move the hands and foot. And punch. Great. So that's the most martial looking move we've done so far. And I want to emphasize the looking part there. And as always, staying relaxed, separating the weight, turning the waist to affect the movement, keeping the body upright, and keeping your beautiful lady's hand. So let's do a first third up through the punch, and then we'll call it a day. Nice and easy. Just flow through it. Go ahead. Sit back, turn the waist, front foot pivots on heel. Shift forward, squeezing a fist. Nice step in and out. Shift the weight, arms trail behind. Turn from left corner to right, move the hands and foot, and punch. Great. So we got one more complicated move that we'll work on in the next class. Then we finish the form up, and then we've got another class where we'll review everything. And you're doing a lot of Tai Chi, so keep it up. Thank you.